I recently sat down with some members of the superstar pop group, the Backstreet Boys, for a private session out in Los Angeles. And you'll see AJ and fiancée Sarah's reading on another episode of Crossing Over. But right now, let's take a look at how Leighanne Littrell and his wife Leighanne remained open to whatever might have happened that day. Somebody passes either in a vehicle accident or somebody had an impact as well. That might be over here, I'm not sure. I feel like somebody has a fast passing.
I had a stepbrother.
Did he pass in an accident like that? In not a healthcare related thing? It was more an event? Okay, I thought that might have been pulling over here. Was he much older than you?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he might have taken on the responsibility then for how he passed. So I don't know if he was trying to tell me he was driving, or what he was doing kind of brought about how he passed in some way. Just remember how I said that, okay? He's making me feel like, now is that your dad's son? Because I need to acknowledge he would be connected to the father. What's the Lee connection? Like Lisa, Lee?
Your name? Yeah.
Do they call you just Lee? Did he call you Lee?
I don't know.
Okay. He's gone for a while, right? This is not like a year ago. This is a while.
A long time.
Is there a connection to like Kansas? Or is there a connection to Missouri? Or is there any connection to the Midwest part of the country for the family? Think Kansas, think Missouri, think Oklahoma, think right in that middle section for me. My geography's not the best, but I'm right in the middle. There's something there that I want to highlight.
What about your friend that was traveling home?
And they're highlighting this middle part of the country for me, so I need to bring that up. Wow, this is a whole different energy.
Could be you.
There's also somebody who passes in a fire. You're connected to somebody who passes where there's either a fire or there's like an explosion or there's something that I feel, smoke, fire, big. This is a big deal. And again, it's coming here. Where's
Yeah.
Tell me to say
Yeah.
how's connected to you? He's a friend of yours?
Friend.
Okay. Crossed?
Like that, what you said.
Did somebody else pass with him?
No.
Okay. There has to be two.
There's his brother.
Okay. His brothers also
A
passed?
different time.
Okay. And they both passed in tragedies. Because my feeling is that it's got to be events and tragedies that they can't get out of.
Yeah.
They want me to say Richard or Richie or Riche, Richo, Roshi. I don't know what this is. Roach. There's like a unique R something that they want me to come up with. Now, I feel like I need to acknowledge that I'm going to call him your brother. Dad, I'm assuming Dad is still here because he's making me feel like I need to acknowledge that there's an older male figure who's still here that you need to acknowledge for him. There's a connection to either March or the 3rd of a month that they want me to acknowledge.
Okay.
I think it's more March. And I feel like I need to acknowledge that somebody had either pneumonia or somebody passes from what I would see as being filling up with fluids or retaining a lot of water where everything feels like it expands and gets swollen. You also have an aunt who's there because there's an older female who passes that I would see as being an aunt like a godmother, okay? And I feel like it's important to acknowledge that she steps forward as well. And she feels, and I think this is going to be like the first time in 18 years that I've ever said this, she feels like Tinkerbell to me. So I don't know if that's a joke for you. I don't know what that means. They're making a very strong feeling of a move for you. So I don't know if you just completed your move, if you're getting ready to make the move, yeah. But there's a big move issue that comes up. Is Dan connected to you too? Danny or Danny? Say it again?
It's Daniel.
Okay. Is he still here?
No.
So he's that another friend?
Well,
Sounds like Danny.
I'm trying to think. There's probably a zillion.
Think about your aunt that's crossed.
Okay.
Think about her family who's still here.
Oh.
Is there a D still in that family?
Yes. Living. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Is she connected to your mom?
Yes.
And mom's still here, right?
Yes.
They must have had a fun relationship.
Absolutely.
Because I'm seeing Lucy and Ethel.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I feel like there had to be like a fun connection between them. She's asking if you could pass that back on to your mom.
Okay.
They pulled your energy back.
I've had like two, I had a friend that died in a motorcycle accident and a stepbrother that died in a car accident. I was young, I was like 7 or 8, so I didn't think that he, you know, would come. I wasn't as close as my sisters were to him. A friend committed suicide with, you know, gases and blew himself up, and it was a tragic thing. So,
and he hit it like that.
And he hit his name, and he said 2 boys, and what had happened was 2 boys that had committed suicide years apart from each other, but they had both committed suicides in a tragic way. They were brothers. I was lucky because the person that I wanted most probably was my aunt.
And she came through.
She came through. Her and my mom were like 10 years apart, but they looked exactly the same, and almost twins. And gosh, until the day she died, I guess we were all so close. And I've had a lot of people die in my family, like aunts and uncles, but that was the worst. That was like my mom dying to me.
What was the reference he used? The two ladies, the movie?
Lucy and Ethel.
Lucy and
They're
Ethel.
Totally Lucy and Ethel.
They were totally
yeah,
Lucy and Ethel.
Totally. I feel so good about, you know, the people that came through and the message that came across. I feel rejuvenated and exhausted all at the same time.
Stay tuned. John's reading with Backstreet Boys Brian and AJ will continue as the other side pulls Brian into the spotlight.